Alright, so new giant Ragnarok character Skadi is here. And I mean, she's a interesting character. I think that she might work pretty well. We're gonna have to give it some time. Although this is a PvP showcase, it seems like she could maybe be good for the Demonic Beast battle. I can't really say for sure though, so give it like a week for us to really discover how good this character actually is. But what does she do? Let's start talking about her. So her passive is that for each debuff she has in herself, decreases all enemies' attack and defense by 8%, and increases damage that the allies deal by 15%. Again, this is a really good passive against like a character like KYO, because of course it's gonna like debuff you like crazy. And the whole idea is, of course, to have a lot of debuffs. So her first card, when she attacks, this card right here, she debuffs herself by 2% of max HP, which is a pretty insignificant debuff, really. One debuff, right, for 3 turns. At level 2, it's 2 debuffs, and level 3 is 3 debuffs. So the effect actually applies before the skill goes off. So you get the debuffs first, and then you get the increased damage for your own card. So that probably works out pretty well. Max of 5 times, but 625% on level 3, combined with her own passive of increased damage, that could be some pretty hard-hitting stuff. And then her second card is removes buffs, just regular remove buff card, which is probably really good against Meliodas. I am thinking that this set is probably really good for the Demonic Beast battle. I have completed floor 1. If you guys want to check out the stream I did earlier. I also used this unit right here earlier with like other teams that I'm not going to use now. So if you want to try, like, see that before I upload videos on that specifically. Also, I did beat floor 1 of the new Demonic Beast battle. It didn't seem like he really debuffed me, so not useful there, but maybe the next floors. Her ultimate is an AoE. It goes, I don't know the percentage it goes up to, I think it's 400, no, I think it's like 520, I don't know. But it restores all allies HP by 30% of damage dealt. I'll make sure to show her stats real quick. She does have decent stats, very decent crit chance. I do have crit damage gear on her, but 190% crit damage without the gear. Decent lifesteal, good pierce, good resistance, good crit defense, decent crit resistance. That's good stats. So we're gonna try this. It's like a sort of like a DPS centric version of her. Again, on stream I used like some different teams. So if you want to check that, I did use her with Melascula on stream, which I didn't really like, to be honest, because I actually wanted to use her, more. And with Melascula, you kind of just want to have her like sitting there. She is, as you can clearly see, a giant. She's enormous. She's humongous. So let's try this, right? Kind of want to attack Galfer here. So we're gonna go for this. So we're gonna give ourselves the 2 debuffs. And again, I think that you really want to be facing like KYO with her, so you really lower their defense and their attack, and you're going to be like super tanky by the time you have like a lot of debuffs on you. That's the issue, right? You kind of really rely on your enemy having that character, and there's not that many teams in the game other than KYO they're really going to be debuffing like that, At least not currently, like, their meta. If you face someone that has, like, Sauriel, Green Sauriel, or Green Sauriel Link, that could be very beneficial, because they're going to be debuffing and stuff. And, I don't know, it sort of ends there for me. I don't think there's, like, much other people that you could be facing that's going to be really, really good for this character, which is a problem for her. But, again, I don't want to judge her too fast, because I do think that she might be, like, a Demonic Beast battle character, Because so far... Oh... Melly, that damage increase combined with his own passive, because she has 3 debuffs, that's a 45% extra damage right there. Plus Green Galfer passive, right? Tanking pretty well. Let's see if she thinks this. No, she has, the attack lower, she has some damage reduction on herself. That's decent tanking. Let me get the most I can out of her passive here. So 4 stacks. See how Melly's gonna hit here. It's gonna hit really hard. It's like max melee passive. Yeah. Look, I'm not open arms about her, to be honest. I don't think that this character is gonna be meta by any means, to be honest. But I don't want to say that she's bad, like, at all. I don't. Because I think it comes to the point, right, where you could be... I'm using Rizal just back for no reason. I could be actually using someone else, like Bond or something. It can come to the point where if you do face someone that has KYO, you're really going to be wrecking their attack, you know? No, KYO, let's see. My one thing I'm scared of, though, is if the enemy has KYO and Lilia, and the Lilia just one-shots you. I want to see if that can... Ah, this is a bot, man. I do want to see if that can happen. Let me attack melee, because I don't want to kill KYO. See, right here, I would have killed KYO, because I went first. I would have actually killed KYO. So he wouldn't be a problem anymore. So I'm thinking, you know, you might want to make her, like, for... She might be like a pseudo Valenti, right? Where she's here just existing to lower the enemy's, like, attack and stuff. Oh, that's a lot. It's like I said, like, Lilia, bro. Lilia, yeah, she would have died. Like, realistically right here, if this was a real player, she would have died. Like, she would have died. That's where I'm like, I don't know. Because it might take a few turns for you to really get going with her passive. Oh, I should have attacked someone else with that single target. It might take some turns for you to, like, really get going with her passive. Like, you know, with you stacking yourself the debuffs plus the enemy debuffing you. And, you know, first turn, right? When that's not really happening, you might get crushed. So I'm thinking she might be a better character to go second with. And, you know, have her have dodge food so she doesn't get just obliterated like that. By a level 1. Yeah, again, if it was a real player, I was dead. I really want to see damage. I really want to see damage, so I'm going to do this. You might kill me. You might be very angry for this, but I really want to see damage. I'm going to attack Zeldris and then attack KYO. I just want to see her damage here. So I have 6 debuffs right now. I'm going to have 3 more from the attack. Maxing out her attack of 5. 158 on Ungear. That's good, you know? And then she's going to do it again. Boop, boop, boop. Again, like I've mentioned like 500 times. In the first turn, I would have died here. Like, I would have. Like, she would have died if this was a real player. Lily is still hitting me hard. Like, I don't... He doesn't even have KYO anymore. And Lily is still hitting me hard. Like, Lily is so good. Oh, I don't think I've... Oh, no, I've seen her ultimate. I was going to say, I don't think I've seen her ultimate, but I have. I don't like that her ultimate is AoE, because if she is a Demon Beast battle unit, her ultimate would be much better single target. So that's something that concerns me with her overall goodness. I don't know. What do you think? I've been talking this whole time, and I haven't really let you talk. What do you think? I think I think someone's gonna come up with like a really toxic team. Like, just a really toxic, like, Radistorosa team for her. I'm gonna take Meliodas because it's type neutral. I mean, turn 1 damage not that bad. Could have been better, for sure, but not that bad. We got 3 debuffs on ourselves now. I should be inspecting them. But you can make the math, I guess. But I should have been inspecting them. So I got 3 debuffs. If I rank her up again, I'm gonna have 5. Let me check like Melee's attack. -1343. He's giving himself attack, which is why he might be a little bit more than the others at -1600. I'm gonna rank herself again, or her again, and attack, I don't know, you, then kill Melee. Just have 5 debuffs now. Could she have killed Melly? Maybe she could have. Should have attacked Melly. I should have attacked Melly with her. I think she would have killed. Oh no, the witch. Oh, I lost. I mean, I'm trying to like rank her up, to like show her, and not actually playing how I should be playing. So, it's definitely not great. Yeah, I'm not playing properly. Minus 12k HP there. I haven't seen Askim's attack. Only 5.8. That's very low. How much are we doing here? See, for 5 debuffs, I thought she was gonna hit harder there. Like, I know I have type disadvantage, but like... Ascanor isn't well known for his tanking. You know what I mean? Like... I had 5 debuffs, I thought I was gonna be hitting harder. Because I do increase my damage, unless the translation is wrong, which I kind of doubt so. I'm gonna play one more of her. And I think she's decent. Oh, I'm gonna lose my green golfer passive here. I think she's decent. I don't think she is insane though. So if you're thinking of summoning for her, I think you should consider that. She just doesn't look like meta, but again, it might be one of those characters that are good for, you know, the demonic beast battle and not for PvP. It could be. I think instead of green Zeldris, I should be using green Gil Thunder. I'm not really debuffing them. Like, I put green Zeldris because green Zeldris has such good CC. And I was using Kyo before, so he was already there. So it made sense to just leave it. Green Gil right here. And then we can put the one link for CC. It made sense to just leave it. But in terms of like usefulness, I think green Gil would be just a bit better because... actually, I can go second. No, I'm going to go second. It'll be a bit better because I can just tank the hits while being debuffed by like my HP. So, you know, I do have like lower HP because I'm debuffing myself, but I have like higher defense and also have the attack lowering on top of that. See, but he's not using Kyo. I faced only one Kyo this video. You're kind of relying on them. You know, I'm just gonna go for the Kyo Emilio. This, like, I do want to rank her up, but like, it's, I don't know, it's not very smart really. That's not great damage. Only had 1 stack of her passive. Thank you for carrying Melios. Only had the 1 stack of her passive. And now that I have 0 cards for her, I can't even do anything about her passive at all. Because my enemies have no debuffs. So she's definitely not a PvP character. Like, I don't think so. It's my dodge food. She's big though. She should look much bigger than this, actually. Because Meliodas is I'm pretty sure he's like 160. He's very short, and she's 8 meters and 8.8 meters. She should be so. I double ranked the incorrect unit. It's fine. It's a bot. It's fine. It's fine. She should look way taller than that. Like, Melly's kind of floating here. She actually should look like twice as big as she is right here. Legit. Like, she's insanely huge. She should not be this small. Okay, let's do this, and this. I think it kills here. Get a little bit of an increased damage. Yeah, the AoE should kill. Alright. I'll try her out on the new Demonic Beast battle today, and see how good she is for that. But in terms of PvP, unless you're facing KYO, it's like really hard to really say that she's good. And then again, like if you go second, the Lilia can just kill you. That's an issue. It really can be an issue. Well, thank you guys for watching, and that's it.